Hi everybody, so I'm out again in the woods. There's a little bit of cleared area here. I'm again trying out this wireless microphone with the camera. A little tractor going about in the background. My first target, which was up in the 83 mark, is just a bullet tip. It's not a war zone, so it's not from either of the wars. It will be from a hunter's rifle. The little tiny bit of snow coming down every so often. It's a bit grey, but yeah, hopefully I'll find something interesting today. Can't go out in the main fields because it's like -4, -5 at night. Gets up to +1 in the day, but it's not enough to unfreeze the ground. Can't wait to get back on the Fields of Dreams, but I have to wait for that. Anyway guys, thank you very much for supporting my channel. Let me know if you like these different angles that I'm trying out, and hopefully this is working. And I'll see you soon. Bye for now. See you at the next clip. Well, targets are proving few and far between in this woodland. I know there are at least 2 other detectorists who do this space, but I did get myself a 59, 57 target. Doesn't sound very nice, does it? But it's actually something slightly interesting, although not fantastic. Let's have a look. And here we go. Oh, that looks like a button to me. Yeah, okay. Get the glove off in case it's something interesting. Yeah, it's a little round button. It's very cool actually, I like that. I have to find a use for all of these one day. Yeah, very cool. Moving on. While ringing up an 83 on the DS2 in sensitive FT was this. Don't know what it is. Has like a ring on top, as if it's like some kind of pendant. Perhaps there was a stone or something in the middle of it. It's fallen out. Anyway, curious. Moving on. And ringing up a 79. That's always a nice find. It's one of these lead. I think it's a 2-ring bullet. Nice condition. Doesn't look like it's hit anything. Really, I don't know if it was dropped. But anyway, yeah, cool little find. See you at the next. Well, I think I found part of an Iron Age Captain hook. Perhaps I better try and return that to him before he misses it. Yeah, it's probably something off one of the forestry workers. Nothing special. See you at the next. Well, ringing up an 8990 is whatever that is. Looks like it's got a couple of holes in it. It's broken off something. It's quite a good thick piece of metal. It's got some weight to it. It's not lead though. I guess it's brass. Yeah, we'll clean that up and we'll see if there's anything on it. Interesting find. Right, so I have a 87. I'd say it was about 6 inches down, and yeah, it's something quite exciting for me anyway. So let's have a look what we have, because I don't know how old it is yet, and I don't know exactly. I mean, I know roughly what it is, but let's have a little look at it together. I can't find my words today. Anyway, see you in a minute. Do you know what it is yet? Let's have a look. Have to be very careful with that. I don't do any damage to it. Looks like the pin is there. Oh yeah, she's complete. Wow. I think by the looks of it, because there is some shininess to it, that this may have been silver plated at one point. Okay, I'm not going to mess with that here too much. Yeah, you can see the silver on this side too. So he was that would have been a really beautiful buckle when that was made. That's spectacular. I don't think it's a shoe buckle. Doesn't have a pronounced enough slope to it, bend, whatever. Oh, I'm very, very happy with that. So cool. Moving on. And here's another one of these lead bullets in lovely condition again. Never get tired of these. Anyway, moving on. Well, this cold weather's killing my GoPro batteries. You know, they read like 70% and then all of a sudden they're dead again. It's interesting really working with them. I like the GoPros, but they do have their faults. Yeah. Well, this is a storming 80s signal now that it's out of the ground. But it was a scratchy sort of 80 grunty, so when it was down in the ground. But I'm very, very happy with this. This is what I think it is. Yeah, it has to be. And looking by the colour, there might have been something in their ground which was making it that crusty sound. Okay. Well, she's complete. Oh, look at that. That's a fish scale one. Hopefully that will clean up nicely. I'm going to leave that alone because I don't want to mess around with that too much. But yes, that will be a really beautiful Crotal bell. Wow. I'm hoping it's a ringer, but we'll find out later. Cool. Moving on. Well, I have no idea what that is. It's a little bit of lead. I don't know if it's a very, very small bag seal. This I think is lead. I'm guessing that's a very tiny bag seal. It's probably the smallest one I've ever found. That's very cool. Had some nice targets today. Okay, see you at the next. Well, hello everybody. Well, I don't know what I have here. I'm also still learning the new camera angle, so I hope you can see me. I switched over to relic mode and I hit a target quite quickly, rang up an 81. Now, I like the relic mode, but I don't like it when it's heavy iron. You know, it's sometimes difficult to work with. But anyway, let's have a look what we got, because it could be something very interesting. So here we are. And what is it? You may ask. I don't know. Oh, it's a pendant, I think. Yeah. Okay. Some kind of pendant. Not entirely sure. It's got plenty of detail on it. That would be something very cool to clean up. But yeah, it looks like the top's broken off it, but I'm pretty sure that's a pendant. Wow. Doing well today. Moving on. Well, my next find is some kind of tag. Yeah, cool. There is some detail on it, so we'll clean that up and see if there's a date. I guess it's like a dog tag or something like that. But cool. Moving on. So I'm slowly making my way through the woods. There's a lot of gunfire in the background, but not shooting at me, I don't think. And I came across a 70s signal. Now I know 70s is normally not very good, but I couldn't ignore this one, and it's a straight 70. So yeah, come and have a look. I'll show you what I found. The question is, what is it? Just here. Ah, beautiful. That's in lovely condition. I mean, it's nothing fantastic. Well, it's a bit more crusty on that side, but that will clean up lovely. It's not particularly old. It's a 1 Rapin coin, Swiss. Yeah, I mean, I like them because they've got this lovely cross on the back. I'll show you later. So everybody, let's try and do a wrap up for this one. There was some quite cool bullets that I found. They're in nice condition. Yeah, it's always cool to find them, but they're not wartime bullets. They're, as far as I know, they're just hunting finds. You know, when you find the odd one or two, it doesn't mean that there's a war there. It's probably just from hunters. I think that was my first find, which is a lovely little button. Really, you can see how it's been filed off there. Somebody took some time in making that. It's really nice. I found this, which I still don't know exactly what it is, but I mean, it has that loop at the top, so I guess it was some kind of pendant or perhaps a locket of some kind. I don't know if there's some detailing on that. Not sure, but it's cool. Whatever it is, mystery, randomness finders. No idea what that is. I mean, it's broken off. It's not perfectly made, so it's probably quite old. And why there are 2 holes in this, I don't know. Where do we go next? Just some bits of harmonica reed. It took me so long to find my first harmonica reed part, and then now I find them all the time. This is kind of interesting. 1863. So this one I can keep. There's a G there, AR, and there's some lettering at the top, which is a bit crusty with this tag here, 1863, and what looks to be a 30 at the bottom of it. So I don't know if it's a dog tag or something similar. It's kind of cool. Are really nice, although I can't properly make out the detail on this. You know, it's a pendant of some kind. There is something on there, but it's very rough surface, and I don't want to clean it anymore because this could be quite old. So I'm going to leave that for the archaeology department to try and figure out exactly where that's from and what that is. A coin, always nice to find, especially when they're in such good condition. I haven't fully cleaned it, but I mean, it's really in wonderful shape, 1951. Yeah, it's pretty much the best one I think I've ever found of those, because normally they go quite crusty. Now this is really cool. Now, it was silver washed,
at some point. Now you can see that the curve of it is that way around, but the pin is on the inside of the curve. Now I always thought they would have been on the outside edge, but you can actually see where they've put these markings here, that where it would sit in the middle. So, I mean, it's a very cool find, especially with this pin still in it. You don't often find that. And yeah, very, very happy. Would have been a nice piece when it was originally made. Yeah, a bit of crustiness in places. Yeah, sorry guys, keeping you waiting for this. The positive part is that it's a really beautiful fish scale one, so it's an older one. I think there might be a maker's mark or a number on the bottom of it. But unfortunately the actual ringer, the ding-a-ling, whatever you want to call it, the little bit of metal in there that it should shake and make a noise, is so crusted on. It's in there, but yeah, it's rusted in there. And that's probably why, one of the reasons why it was giving off a little bit of a crusty signal, because it has some rust in it. So the ball in there is probably iron, but it's absolutely stunning. One of my favorite finds, although I did quite well actually today with what I found. Anyway, thank you very much for supporting my channel, for watching my video all the way to the end. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you on the next one. Moving on.